Screw your shoes.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! For our activity-based gift, we've given you the gift of friction
And traction.
for your shoes. The first step is selecting the shoes you'll use for the winter.
What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a shoe that you can wear all winter long, that feels comfy and maybe has a little bit of warmth to it. The second thing is that you're going to want to have a shoe that you don't mind screwing into the bottom of, so maybe not a brand new one, but also,
You can take them out at the end of the winter.
yeah. So it's not permanent. But the third thing is you want a shoe that has a little bit of traction still to it. You don't want one that's totally flat. Find one that has the pokey outies are still intact,
Otherwise, you might end up with a screw in your foot.
which you do not want.
For this project, you'll need your gripper screws, drill, keep that torque setting down, and a 1/4-inch hex bit. Bob, you've probably got a few of these in the basement. And finally, the shoes you've selected to wear this winter.
The special thing about these screws, as opposed to a sheet metal screw, is they're carbide tip. So each one is like the tip of your trekking pole. These have been on here for 2 running seasons, and they've still got a lot of bite. Putting them in is pretty simple. Just like this shoe, you always want to put them on the top of the lug, so you have the maximum rubber to screw into. The most important parts are around the heel. When you slip, often it's onto your heel, in the ball of your foot where you're putting most of your weight. But I do like to put a couple in between and one here where I toe off, so that as you walk or run, making continuous contact of a screw to a shoe to ice. Otherwise, once you figure out which lugs you're going to put it on, you have 10 carbide tip screws per shoe. You just want to make sure you have that torque down. I start at the lowest setting. Depending on the rubber of your shoe, you might have to turn it up a little bit. I would say we would edit that out, but that would take too much work. Get it on the lug. I went to existing hole, but usually the lowest torque setting, it will regulate itself. However, be careful. If you overscrew, you'll just turn that rubber and you won't have as tight of a connection. Just make sure that you get the screw completely flush with the shoe.
Merry Christmas!
And Happy New Year!
May your year be filled with lots of traction.
But whatever you do not wear your screwed shoes into the house and walk over the floors.
Jessica, you better not be wearing those screwed shoes in the house again.